If someone asked you to name the two largest higher education institutions in North Carolina, what would the answer be? Maybe a large public university like NC State or a large private one like Duke University. Well, the answers are Wake Technical Community College in Raleigh and Central Piedmont Community College in Charlotte. Are you surprised? Most people are, but when you consider the history and the mission of our state's 58 community colleges, it begins to make sense. First, our community colleges were established to be the open door to higher education, and for the last 53 years, we have opened those doors to millions of North Carolinians. In fact, over the last 10 years, our community colleges have trained 40% of North Carolina's workforce and account for 46% of the impact of higher education alums across the state, based on a recent economic study. Annually, nearly 800,000 students are enrolled each year, equating to nearly 200,000 full-time equivalent students. This means the North Carolina community colleges enroll the largest number of students for higher education. Our mission throughout our history has been workforce development and responding to the needs of communities, citizens, and businesses. Our three big areas of focus are curriculum, continuing education, and economic and workforce development. In curriculum, more and more students are turning to our community colleges for their entry into higher education on the way to four-year degrees. Our recently reworked articulation agreements with the public and most of the private universities have made it even easier and less expensive for students to start their education locally at our colleges and to transfer on their way to obtaining bachelor's degrees and more. In continuing education, our colleges offer not only short courses and non-credit courses, but also ongoing certification needed by, for example, law enforcement and emergency responders. Our community college system provides nearly $80 million in free courses to these frontline emergency professionals each year. It's part of our mandate on behalf of our state. Chances are, if you've worked with a nurse, a plumber, or a specialist or a first responder lately, you have encountered a community college graduate. One quick point on the healthcare front. We train more nurses than any other system in the state, and our graduates tend to work and live within 10 to 15 miles of the college, so they are critical for health care in North Carolina's rural areas like Stanley County. Related to the economic development and workforce development, our system began as industrial education centers, or as we knew them, technical centers, to respond to the needs of North Carolina businesses. But today, our system is the state's primary workforce development entity, both by statute and by numbers. Did you know our system helped create more than 740 new small businesses and more than 3,600 jobs last year in North Carolina? And although our customized training program, our system trained nearly 37,000 workers for new and expanding businesses at a cost of less than $400 per trainee. Our community colleges are the open door to career and college goals. We take people from where they are as far as they can go, and we do it with quality faculty and staff and dedicated communities. 99.5% of North Carolinians are within 30 minutes of a community college campus. That is access and opportunity unlike anywhere else, and why the North Carolina community college system is the envy of the nation and of the world. Last, I want to say that Stanley County is so fortunate to have Stanley Community College. As a member of the State Board of Community Colleges, I can tell you the system office and others throughout our state know where Stanley Community College is located. I thank you for inviting me to talk about our community college system.